Smart goals can be based on what has been tried and tested and proven. But when it comes to faith goals, we need to put our trust in God to be able to attain. What goals have you set for yourself in the year 2024? What goals do you aim at achieving? Something that you've purposed your heart to achieve in this year. Something that you look forward that at the end of this year, I'll be able to achieve, I'll be able to accomplish. I don't know what it is, but I want to believe probably you have thought through the year and you have a plan and a goal for this year. Welcome to the T Podcast. My name is Reverend Steve Onguko, and I am glad that you are with us, listening to us, and the Lord shall truly bless you. The book of Philippians chapter 3 and from verse 13 to 14, Paul writes this and says, "Brothers, I do not consider myself yet to have taken hold of it, but one thing I do, forgetting what is behind and straining forward what is ahead, I press on toward the goal to win the prize for which God has called me heavenward in Jesus Christ." Ladies and gentlemen, the best way to engage this year is by setting goals. The best way to accomplish that which you desire in the year 2024 is by having some sort of goal. Paul here is having a goal. Paul is saying that his goal actually is to win the prize, because he says what? He said by setting what is behind and straining toward what is ahead. I press towards the goal. He had a goal, and his goal was what? His goal was to win the prize. He had a devotion. His devotion, but one thing that I do. In my last episode, I talked about this year, you must have that one thing that you want to accomplish, that one thing that actually you want to do, and that is actually a goal that you have for this year. And I ask again, what goal have you set? What is that one thing? What is that goal that you have? What kind of goal have you set for yourself this year? I pray at the end of this, I'll be able to help or probably provide some insights and some encouragement that is going to help you, to begin this year on a good note, on a big bang, to begin this year, this year with what it takes to achieve. What is your goal? Probably it's a family goal, a business goal, a spiritual goal, whatever kind of goal it is. My question is, what kind of goal have you set this year? Psychologists tell us, I don't know whether it's psychologists or this is something that you have always had. We need to set SMART goals, and we always hear about how to set goals. And I'm talking about this year, the kind of goals that probably we need to set. And we have always been told we need to set SMART goals, whereby S basically means having specific goals, M means having measurable goals, A is attainable, and R relevant, and T must be time bound. This, probably it's been said, is a sure way to have what we call SMART goal. Goals that actually are specific, goals that actually are measurable, you can be able to measure them, goals that are actually attainable, goals that are actually relevant, or I can say realistic, goals that actually have a time. Because when you set this goal, for instance, you're saying in 2024, this is a time, you have a period on which you want to achieve this goal, and it must be relevant. To be honest, you cannot say in 2024 I want to have done 1, 2, 3 things, and when you look at it, reality is this: what you want to be attained, it's impossible to achieve within 1 year, and this goal must be actually attainable. You cannot have goals which are a mirage, goals which are things that honestly, when you sit down, there are things you only see in a movie, superheroes. There must be goals which has a human touch and realistic sense to it. But allow me to call it to a higher standard. And that's why I'm very specific when it comes to this year setting goals. Allow me to invite you to a different way of setting goals for 2024. And allow me to open you to areas whereby you set not only SMART goals, but you set goals that are faith-bound. And let me put it this way. I want to invite you to think about setting faith goals that are beyond just SMART goals. Because you know what? Ordinary people set SMART goals, but extraordinary people actually set faith goals. I want to call you from the place of ordinary to the place of extraordinary. I want you to call you from a place whereby it's a kawaida. You know, everyone is doing SMART goals, but I want you to call you to a creative way of setting goals, and this is setting faith goals. Goals that are not goals that are going to inspire you, goals that are going to take you to another level in this year 2024. And you know what? Hebrews 11 verse 1 says this. Hebrew 11 verse 1 says that Hebrew 11 verse 1 says this. It says that faith is the confident that what we hope for will actually happen. It gives us assurance about things we cannot see. This is the NLT version. You know, it talks about what is faith, and yet we're talking about we want to set faith goals. And Hebrews talks about that faith is the things, I'm going to say, faith is the things or substance of the things that we cannot see, but we have hope in them that they shall surely come to pass. You know what? When you're setting those SMART goals, when you're setting your goals for this year, the truth is you're just setting goals and you're looking forward, but the things that we have not actually seen, but the things you're saying, I hope to attain this year. And the first F in setting this faith goal, your goal must be focused. Focused goals direct our attention and effort to a specific task, that is measurable. When you're setting goals this year, you're not only setting SMART goals, but you're setting goals that have a focus. A focus towards something that is measurable. For example, this year in my walk with God, I want to go through the Bible in the 365 and a quarter days, whatever it is. That is measurable. It is time bound. It is measurable. It is a focus that you're putting yourself into to be able to attain by the end of the year. And so we are saying, if you are setting goals this year, if you're setting SMART goals, that SMART goal should have a focus. Number 2, we are saying, as you set this goal, is that goal that you have must be audacious goal. This goal must be audacious, and audacious goals, will take us outside our comfort zone. We're not just setting goals, in an area of our comfort. We're not just setting goals to be able to achieve one or two things, or we're setting goals in the area we have always set. But an audacious goal, these are goals that takes us out of our comfort zone inside a realm of God's possibilities. And that's why we're talking about faith. Faith is a substance of the things hoped for but not seen. When you're setting an audacious goal, we are saying, I am going beyond what I can comprehend by my human mind, but I am setting goals in God. I'm setting goals in God's realm. That God is the only one who is able to help me achieve these kinds of goals. We are told in the book of Ephesians chapter 3 verse 20 says this. Now to him who is able to do super abundantly more than all that we there ask or think, or think according to his power that is at work within us. This is an audacious, trusting God to enable you to achieve that which you have been set. And number 3, when you're setting faith goals, it is the I. We have looked at the F. We have looked at which is focus. We have looked at the A, an audacious goal. Now we are looking at the I of setting goals, which is inspiring. Faith goals must be inspiring. Faith goals must be able to take us, must show some sense of inspiration. Let them not just be the kawaida goals that we are setting. Joshua 1:9 in the NLT says this. This is my command. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or discouraged, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. This was inspiring for Joshua as he stepped into the promised land. The goals we set must be inspiring to us, must be something that is pushing us to go beyond the normal, pushing us to go beyond the kawaida kind of life that we are. It must be inspiring us to have the courage, must be inspiring us to get to the next level. And that goal which you're setting in 2024, it must be inspiring, taking you from one level to another. This is the one. The fourth, that is the T. Those goals must be transforming. We're not just setting goals for ourselves, but these goals must be transforming. Because the goals we set in life, they are not only for us, but they are to bring about transformation to within ourselves and transformation around the people who are with us. And so the goal that you're setting this year, they are not just goals for you. They are goals that are meant to bring about transformation. Transformation in your life and transformation around people. Around the people God has given you. And the last one is the H. And this H is actually hopeful. Hope, where there's no hope, people perish. The kind of goals that you're setting must be hopeful. That they must give us a hope. They must give us a hope, a future that are good and exciting to look forward to. Those goals that you set this year, they must be hopeful. They must give us a hope. They must give us a future. So whether you're setting goals for organization, there must be goals that gives people the hope, and they can look to the future and they can see, wow, this is where we are going. And when we create these faith goals, we shall actually be able to express our hope that God is able to create us, or rather God is able to move us from the impossible to the possible. And allow me to say, as we go through this goal setting process, remember Matthew 9:29, it says, with this require me to have faith. It is what it says, will this require me to have faith in God? For us to achieve faith goals, we need to have faith in God. SMART goals can be based on science. SMART goals can be based on what has been tried and tested and proven. But when it comes to faith goals, we need to put our trust in God to be able to attain. And so allow me to say, it is okay to set SMART goals. It's creative way, It's okay to set those SMART goals. Goals which are specific, measurable, attainable, that they have a time bound. It is well to say that. But allow me to say, beyond setting SMART goals, we need to set faith goals. Goals that are focused, goals that are audacious, goals that are inspiring, goals that are actually hopeful, goals that actually brings about transformation. And when we do so, trusting God, all that we hope for to achieve, God will help us to attain. And so I pray 2024 will be a great year as you trust the Lord in those goals you have set. I pray, may the Lord bring them to pass in Jesus' name. I pray, may His blessings be with you. I pray, may all that which you set this year, may they come to pass because you believed in God. God bless you. God keep you. This is the T Podcast, a place where we are experiencing the transformation of our Lord Jesus Christ. Tafadhali, if you have not subscribed, please make sure you subscribe on our YouTube channel. And please also make sure you listen to us at the Spotify, the T Podcast. God bless you, and may you attain the goal that you have this year.